So another year, another game, another beta. Another beta full of expectations and also full of disappointments. Every year we play a beta, they bring a beta, they give us the opportunity to play it. And we have all these expectations, for this game to be great, to be amazing, to blow our minds. And then we play it and it's really not what we expected. We're disappointed. Every year we find something that's wrong with the game that we just tell the developers and give our opinions, and we tweet and we make videos on it and we just want all this stuff being fixed, And, this year was no different. We got the Modern Warfare beta for this 2019 game and we had all these expectations for this game. We wanted it to be great. This game is going to come in here and it's going to take over the Call of Duty world. It's going to put Call of Duty back on the map, right? Seeing all the videos that were made and seeing all the tweets that were put out there, it doesn't look like that's what it was. I mean, we tweet and we complain and we had all these disappointments about this game. We didn't like the fact the way the game was played. It was a slow game. All these different things that bothered us about this game, And it doesn't look like this game, in my opinion, is going to put Call of Duty back on the map. In my opinion, I can honestly tell you I like the game. I think the game is great. Honestly, the camping doesn't bother me. As I played it, on the second day or on the second weekend of the beta, it didn't bother me as much. I'm going to tell you what bothered me. The spawns. My Lord. I don't know how many times I was deep inside the enemy spawn, and I took out 3 or 4 guys and they kept spawning behind me or right next to me. I don't know how the spawns are supposed to be here. I don't know if this was intentional or what, but I don't know how many times we tried to flip the spawns and they just wouldn't. We had a guy in what is that, gun runner, and he was way in the back of the spawn and he was on top of the roof, and no matter how many times we'd take him out, he would respawn and just get back up on top of the roof, and we were in his spawn, so I don't understand how that was happening. Another thing is where I would spawn myself. Sometimes I spawn right in between the enemy team. I don't know how many times I spawn, and then I just got bombarded, by bullets. It was crazy, So I think that's the only thing that really that I can say needs some work is the spawns. Of course, there's other glitches that the game has that need some work. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but I think in my opinion, that's the only thing that bothered me. There was a lot of moments where there were shoot first, die first. There was a lot of things that little things that I think are fixable that bother me with the game. But the most of all, it was the spawns. Regardless of everything, regardless of all the issues this game had, it's gonna be a good game. Call of Duty knows how to make games. I mean, they took everything that's great about other games, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield, just to name a few, and they put them in their game. They put their own flavor to it. And they put it in there and it's good. In my opinion, it's a good game. This is a smart strategy. I mean, other titles can do the same. Battlefield could take what Call of Duty does very well and implement it in their games, and I'm pretty sure that their games would improve if they would go in that route. If they can do that or can't do that, I don't know. I mean, I would encourage them to do so. There was a tweet a while back that I saw where one of their, developers or something was telling the makers of Battlefield, y'all better step it up because this Modern Warfare game is pretty good, and they're going to leave you in the dust. And that's very true. They do need to step it up if they want to keep up with this game, because I'm going to be honest with you, with this ground war mode that they brought up, they're going to take their fan base. Ground war is a good mode. It's chaotic. I wish I would have had the opportunity to play just a little bit more, but when I played it, there was a lot of glitches in that mode. It kicked me out a couple of times. When I would spawn in to start playing, the graphics weren't like glitchy, like I could see all the pixels and stuff. Like it didn't look clear like the actual game. So there was a lot of stuff going on with that mode. Why that was going on, I don't know. I don't know if that was just my game or my PS4 or if that happened to everybody else, but I know it happened to me. So that is one thing that I think that needs to be fixed, but I wish I would have had a lot more opportunities to play that mode so I can really get a feel for it. But in the little bit that I did play it, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was chaotic. It's a lot of fun because there's a lot of action. I mean, everywhere it's just action all over the place, no matter what you're doing. Even if you're just camping one of the flags, you're going to get action because there's people all the time running in, trying to take the flag. Even if you stand on the outskirts and you're standing on some rock or behind a rock or something, you're going to get action because you can snipe or do whatever it is that you do. And that's great. There's a lot of action. You got helicopters flying around. You got tanks running around. So it's a great mode. And that mode right there, Call of Duty is going to take Battlefield's fan base for that mode only. So if Battlefield don't step it up, they're going to stay behind, which they already are. But they could end up potentially losing every fan that they have. Battlefield, step it up, man. So, I mean, in my final review of this game, I just honestly want to say, that this is a good game. The gameplay of this game is awesome. Ground War, that mode is great. Even the night mode in this game was awesome. I liked it. It was different. So that was great. Domination in this game is great. The team deathmatch domination, it was great. Everything about this game was great. The guns were great. The guns looked so realistic. They felt so real. The guns felt so real. There were a couple of times where I raged, but again, I rage with any game that I play. I'm gonna rage because that's just how I play. But it was a good game. It's a good game. I can't wait for the actual full game to come out, so we can actually really dig into it and get all the weapons and get all the attachments and get all the perks and everything, and really, really see what these guns are really about and what this game is going to be about. Is it going to put Call of Duty back on the map? I don't think so. There was so much mixed emotions on this game. I mean, on Twitter, you saw it on Twitter, you saw it on YouTube, you saw it everywhere. A lot of people liked it, but mostly a lot of people disliked this game. And I can understand why. The camping, the way it's played, we're used to just running and gunning, jumping around, sliding, and doing all these different things, to get our kills. And this game doesn't play that way. In this game, you got to play a little bit more tactical, a little bit more stealthy. You got to plan out what you're doing. You can't just run around corners. You got to play a little bit slower. So I can understand why people don't like it. I think that's different. It's not what we expected. Like I said, so you have all these modes where you can go play. If you don't want to play just the regular mode, I can't wait to see the maps. The maps that came out in this game were pretty decent. They were not amazing and great. It's different again. We come back to the same word. It's different. And I think that's what's bothering everybody, that it's different. We asked every year for something different, for something to blow our minds. They bring something different, and now we don't like it. We're having trouble adapting to it. Very understandable though, because, we're used to one thing, and then all of a sudden they don't have these 3-lane maps. They bring these huge ass maps where people can just camp in windows and doors and everywhere. And, you're just getting shot from every which way. And then now all of a sudden, we have a problem with it. And I understand it. I'm probably not going to go back to Black Ops 4. I will play it from time to time, but Modern Warfare is where it's at, man. Modern Warfare has all these modes, and then they're going to do a Battle Royale mode for this. That's going to be awesome. I mean, they're just really going to take over the entire gaming world at this point, to be honest with you. So yeah, in my opinion, my final review of this game, it's good. I like it. I think that this game is going to be great. It's going to probably start to grow on people. We're going to buy it regardless. A lot of people are going to buy it. They're going to play it. They're going to get used to the gameplay, and it's going to be a good game, I think. That still remains to be seen, but in my opinion, I think it's going to be a good game. They just really, really need to work on these spawns, because the spawns are the craziest thing in this game. So, all right, guys. So that's all I really wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a real quick final review of this game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let's wait till October, and we're going to get the full game and see what it's really all about. Hopefully by that time, they fix all these issues that this game has, and it's a great game. Hopefully it is. We'll see what that game has at that time. But yeah, so final review, in my opinion, good game. Could be better, but it's a good game. I think it's going to be amazing. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I do appreciate you guys being here. If you like what you're watching, do me a favor. Leave me a like. Do me another favor, and please subscribe. Click on that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. And leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about the game, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. I love you guys. You guys are the greatest, guys. I'll see you guys later.
I ain't even fucking standing there.